Now it's time to talk about the very inhumane practice of declawing cats. And I say that it's inhumane because the human equivalent of declawing would be like losing the tip of the finger down to the last knuckle. That's right, declawing should be called detoeing because it is not just removing the claw, it's actually removing a piece of your cat's toe. Now, there are a lot of cities around the US that ban declawing cats, but when it comes to the entire state making it illegal, New York was the first and Maryland was the second, and Maryland actually happened recently. There are very many other countries that ban the declawing of cats, and that includes England, Scotland, Australia, Brazil, Portugal, New Zealand, so many other countries that either make it illegal or consider it very inhumane, and they will only let you go through the procedure with very, very extreme circumstances. Hey friends, it's Jess and Jericho, and we all need to understand that scratching is a very natural habit of all types of cats. So even though we've brought them inside, they are not fully domesticated. They still have these natural instincts. They still have these natural urges. So when the cat scratches, first of all, they remove dead layers of their claws. They also sharpen their claws, which is necessary when cats hunt. They need to be able to capture, catch, and kill their prey. So those sharp claws are necessary. Now, I understand that cats indoors don't hunt, but there are many other advantages of cats scratching. It also helps them mark their territory because they have little scent glands in their paws. So out in the wild, they would have, big, large radius of their territory, and they would scratch on things to mark their territory. But indoors, this is helpful when you have a cat inside scratching up his furniture. That helps him feel comfortable and at home because he's marking his territory. Yes, your home is your cat's territory. It doesn't belong to you, it belongs to your cat. Scratching also relieves stress, and cats do it when they're excited. So it's a really good thing when your cat does it because he's relieving stress naturally, and he also does it when he's excited. So Jericho scratches every morning because he's excited to start the day and eat his food. He also scratches right before we're playing and during playing. He throws himself around the scratcher and scratches and kicks with his back claws. And then he also hops off of it like he does a little parkour. He's so funny. He also scratches when I lay down and he's like ready to come to nap time because he loves cuddling next to me and cuddling with me for nap time. So it's a really great thing that your cat wants to scratch. I understand that you don't want your furniture to get scratched up, but it's our responsibility as cat parents to provide the appropriate scratching areas for our cats. Further, even declawed cats have the urge to scratch. So I just said that scratching is a natural stress reliever. Well, now you've declawed and removed your cat's claws and toes, so your cat's going to want to scratch to relieve stress, and now he can't. So that's going to further advance his stress. That's going to further advance his behavioral issues. So declawing your cat actually makes things worse. Charlie, one of my mother's cats, she adopted him from the shelter. The shelter found him on the street and he was already declawed. It's very sad, these cat parents declawed Charlie and then still let him out on the streets. He had no defense. He couldn't catch and kill prey properly. I guess it's kind of a silver lining because now he lives with my mom and he has a great life. But even Charlie tries to scratch on things even though he's declawed. I had cat sitting clients whose cat, the same thing. They adopted the cat. She was already declawed. She still had the urge to scratch on the scratching pad. Think about how frustrating that is, having that buildup of stress. They want to scratch. That's their natural way of relieving stress. So they go to do it and they don't get the satisfaction. They don't get the mental stimulation because they physically can't scratch. So how do I get my cat to scratch properly? Well, first, lots of playtime because playing is the indoor version of hunting. So you gotta let your cat exercise. That's a lot of mental stimulation. So try to play with your cat at least 30 minutes a day, spread out into multiple play sessions. So what I do with Jericho is we play a little bit in the morning. He's excited right after he eats. So I make him run around a little bit. Or even if he's laying in bed and I kind of toss a ball around, just whacking at it, that's still mental stimulation right there. I also play with Jericho after I give him some treats. I make him hunt for the treats, so I put little treats around on jar lids around the apartment so that he gets a little mental stimulation like that as well. That's around noon. And then in the afternoon, when I'm done working, we go out into the living room, we play then, and I also try to play with him before and after his dinner meal. So I break it up into multiple play sessions. The next thing that I would do is transition to better quality food, because that's really going to help enhance your cat's behavior in a positive way. It's going to make your cat feel more comfortable and bonded with you. Honestly, Jericho is super bonded to me. He loves cuddling with me. He gives me kisses. And I truly believe that it's because of lots of playtime, really great diet. I also clean his litter box very regularly. And he has a lot of scratching areas around the apartment. So he has a cat ladder that has carpet on that's scratcher friendly. And he also has 2 scratching posts that he really loves. Now I hear what you're saying, I got my cat all these scratching posts and he doesn't use it. You have to teach your cat how to use it because we know what it is, but they don't. So you can check out this video right over Meow to see how I showed Jericho how to use his new scratching post. Thanks for watching.